tus ojitos, me gusta hasta tu piel, me gusta tu mirada, me hace enloquecer. Me gusta tu presencia, me gusta tu calor, me gusta cómo pegas derechito al corazón.
What's up, party people? Sammy Torres here today. I just got back from San Antonio. It was a drive, guys. For anybody tuning in today, as you can see, we have Grupo Zuperado with us. I'm so pumped for it. Shout out to everyone that was so courteous to me in San Antonio as well. So without further ado, guys, like I said, we got one of our very own bands here out of Lubbock, Texas. It's a place to be, guys. If you ain't here, get here. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce a couple of the members of Superado. I think we're waiting on a couple more. But we're going to introduce, of course, John Gabriel. I'm going to bring him onto the scene. I'll unmute you guys in just a second. And PJ. All right. Don't talk yet because I got to give you a round of applause. Y'all ready? 1, 2. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome. I'm so pumped to have you guys here with us. Mostly because, we're from Lubbock, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lubbock, Texas.
So real quick, I'm going to let you each introduce yourselves, kind of tell us a little bit more about what kind of music y'all play, what y'all really like doing. And more importantly, I want a fun fact of each of you. And I mean something that you don't usually say on the shows. I want to know, do you have shoes that squeak a lot, or I don't know, just random things.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So, John Gabriel, I'll let you start out and tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm John Gabriel Martinez, founder of Grupo Zuperado, and we are a Tejano/Conjunto band out of Lubbock, Texas. We've been playing. I've been playing for a long time. Uh, Man, probably I'm 50 years old now, so I've been at it since I was about 5, 6 years old. So I've been at it for a while. We just we're in the recording scene, the putting out music scene, and getting the ball rolling as far as the mainstream recording, putting songs out on the radio and stuff. We're just a local band, man, down to earth band from Lubbock, and just trying to do our thing, man. And everything's going good so far. So
Awesome, PJ. Let's hear it.
Of course, my name is PJ. And I play the bass for Superado. I started off playing drums for the band used to be Los Reyes, and I fill in for congas for Atrevido for I would say about 3 months or so, and then I'm in the band for the greatest person ever. He used to play for Peligro and all that. So I'm honored to be part of the group of Superado.
oh man,
Oh, that's
you're gonna make me cry, dude.
sweet. Who's
Here, I'll give
getting?
you a hug.
It's my little boy. I'm sorry.
No, bring him in. I want to talk. I want to see him.
Hey,
Hi,
what's up?
cutie. What's your name?
What's your name? He's shy. and, and I
Don't
got
be
my
shy.
daughter back here.
Just call me Tia Sammy. I'm your Tejano
So,
Tia. No, well, I'm really glad to have you guys, including the little ones. I'm never a stiffler when it comes to kids being in the background because I have a 3-year-old. And, sometimes he likes to peek his head in and be part of the conversation, even though he can't really talk.
Yeah, I mean,
So fair. First off, let's go ahead and send some shout outs, of course, to my host and my other one of my besties, Vicky V, Victoria's Promotions.
what's up, Vicky?
She's in the house right now. We got part of the Peña crew, Miss Lori, in the house. We got TDK playing games.
Man,
Yeah, TDK.
TDK.
What my prima Guadalupe. We got Norma Salazar. Norma's always
Norma.
supporting us. Am I wrong?
Norma. She's awesome. Michigan.
I'm telling you.
Michigan in the
And then of
house.
course, who else do we have? Yep, Norma, co-host extraordinaire. Okay, so guys, we have people on. That means that we better start talking or they're gonna leave. No, no. Okay, so we're all from Lubbock, Texas. It's so very very rare that you get to get interviewed by people from your own hood, right?
Man, yeah, that don't ever happen, man. Never.
And so, with that being said, wait, I'm gonna switch this platform one more time. Let's see. Nope, that picture, that Leslie. There we go. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's fix it. Oh, shout out to Nando also in the house. So okay, back to what we were talking about, right? We're all from Lubbock, Texas. We're all part of the scene here. How many groups or artists have spawned up since you guys have started in like with Superado?
Man, I mean the the rotation of musicians and artists and bands that come out of Lubbock, Texas never stops. I mean, it's been since my younger years, in the teen years with Peligro, started with Peligro back in the 90s. And I mean, of course, we had, back then you had the Texas Posse, you had Steven Martinez and them with Delirio. And I mean, you name it, of course, Los Hermanos Peña. Back then, they were a big part of the industry, which they still are. So those guys have been around for a long time. Obviously, we've seen bands, Rudy Tooty and the Heavy Duties. I mean, um, man, there's so many you can't even really. Uh, it's just amazing. Honestly, it's amazing because West Texas has so many musicians, man, and uh, they're really down to earth people, man, and it's just an honor to be able to be in this industry out here. Of course, with yourself too, Sammy. You know, you're in the industry and you've been in it for a while. So uh, I don't know if I answered your question or not, but there's been a lot of musicians that come and go, and a lot of them stick around. So just to be a blessing, just to be a part of these guys and to know these guys, it's a huge honor. So. Um, I mean, I don't know if PJ can add to that or not, but I'm sure he can. I don't want to be the only one talking.
Don't worry, I mostly do all the talking.
uh,
PJ, why don't you tell us how do you feel about like all of the new artists popping up? You said you used to play with Atrevido, right?
yes.
I bought that
Uh,
I bought that CD at the flea market once. I remember. Not
yeah.
anymore though.
Honestly, it's. I mean, I can't even say anything about it because it's really a great deal of seeing everybody making that first step of being a Tejano and or Conjunto. It don't matter, but I really just I'm seeing everybody. Yeah, making that first step
Kind of
of
just
being.
excited a little
Yeah.
bit, little pumped to not be the only
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yes.
I see. I can agree with you there, right? It's kind of like it. You don't expect it, but it's I would say that each group that pops up kind of motivates the next group to jump on, right? Like for more people to
Mhm.
want to come out, more people to want to perform, more people to want to be a part of this industry, right?
Oh yeah.
And so, with that being said, I see that you guys are with, if and correct me if I'm wrong, the Fifth Entertainment.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
They're
Before
actually
you
on
can hear
watching right
myself in
now.
the background
Mr.
somewhere.
Roland Rivera, he's on right now. So saludos to him, the Fifth Entertainment. Um, I don't think Zeke has a Facebook, but we keep in contact a lot. So Zeke Escobar, man, saludos to him. Uh, and I'll make sure and say hi to him for you guys because I know he's not on social media like we are. But yeah, Roland, saludos to Roland and to everybody that's on the feed right now. Mr. Gilbert Peña, Vicky V, Oso, Oso el más picoso, you know him, Oso, and Veronica Lopez. I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, PJ. I just wanted to to get Roland's name out there because he's the founder and the owner of the Fifth Entertainment. So yeah, so saludos.
I'm kind of curious who's all in Vegas right now and who's not.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that.
Me too. I wanted to be in Vegas, but the way my bank account is set up,
Oh man, yeah, you're preaching to the
it.
choir.
You know what though? It's a blessing, right? Just to be in the industry, um, and to be. I mean, you guys have gotten to play on some pretty amazing stages, right? Over the years. I mean, was there a stage, or has there been a stage that you guys were ever nervous on?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm nervous. I'm nervous on every stage and every performance. You can ask the guys. Um, Look at my hands and they'll be shaking because I get nervous
Mm.
all the time. I don't know why, but our conga player Danny has always told me he'll look at my hands before a show and he will say, if I get to the point where I'm not shaking anymore, that means I don't care about what I do anymore. So I guess being nervous is a good thing. So I'm always nervous. So
I understand it, and it's hard when you're the front man, right?
yeah, a little bit.
Because the other guys, they might, stumble or something, and it goes unnoticed. We trip or we miss a beat, and it's like they see it all. I'm like, eeh. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see that Veronica is on because tonight she actually has her honey dance there in Vegas.
Oh
So,
wow.
so,
Wow.
so thank you to Veronica La Consentida.
Yeah.
She has a
Saludos.
radio station too. Have you guys sent her your music?
I don't think so.
Y'all gotta
I
send her
haven't.
your music. She has a legitimate internet radio station now, and so she's circulating Capturada right now. I know that much, and I think it's a beautiful thing that she kind of took it into her own hands to get out there. I mean, I think that's all we can do is just try to work as hard as we can to put ourselves out there, and it's nerve wracking, but it's fun. You get to meet
Yeah.
some really cool people along the way. I am disappointed in myself to say that I barely learned who Superado was after I went to San Antonio. And I'm from Lubbock. It makes no sense. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, now that I remember you, I forgot who said, Sammy, they're from Lubbock. And I was like, no, really? You're serious? I was like, how did I not know? I go to the Jamaicas. I don't understand. But okay, I don't know if this is a bad habit for you, but it's a bad habit for me. Which shout out to George Vinces, Cali Freestyle Cartel, to
Saludos, George.
for tuning in as well.
Boraulos.
Yes. So, okay, with that being said, I go to Jamaica's. We perform at Jamaica's, right? As well.
Mhm.
I have this really bad habit where sometimes I forget to say the name of my group. And so, I don't know if you have that habit as well, but I feel like a lot of us bands do. Like we're so used to, like, we're from here and stuff like that. So we're like, oh, we start to put on the show, we're all focused on our set list, lyrics, notes, keys, and it's like, it's not till you watch the playback that you're like, I didn't say the name of my band.
No, I actually, I actually say the name of the band because it's actually, um, like, we just keep it pretty simple, just Superado. We've had some DJs and some announcers announce us as John Gabriel and Superado. That's not really the name. It's just Superado. I don't know. There's nothing. I don't have anything against the John Gabriel and Superado thing, but it's just not. I don't know. It's just
It makes it longer, huh?
well, yeah, and that, and I just kind of I don't know. It's just a personal preference, to just have the single name, because I know you guys are Sammy Torres in the New Image, right? And
Yep.
there's
And I'm glad
absolutely
I
nothing
added
wrong
as
with that.
much as that.
I think it's just a personal preference. I'm not bashing anybody, nothing. It's just not me.
What
I'm more of a group. What do you call that? A unit type deal. No, I'm not saying that you're not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
I'm
I'm not
not.
trying
No,
to say
I'm just
stuff.
kidding.
I'm trying to explain
No,
myself. I'm just.
no, don't get nervous. Don't worry. I would never take it like that. What I will say is, I'm glad you said that because I shortened my name too. It was gonna be Sammy Torres and the new image of the guys of the Hub City del Norte.
Yeah, mom.
I told the guys we were gonna be called Manguera porque
Manguera.
donde quiera la regamos.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah.
But
Um,
I mean, we say it all the time. We're all from ELA. At least some of the guys from my group, East Lubbock area,
yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
I'm still in the East Lubbock area. There's no escaping. Again, the way my
Yeah.
bank account is set up.
It
But
is what it is.
I mean, I do hope to see like your group and my group and all the other amazing West Texas artists and West Texas bands. Um, you know, I want us to do the West Texas takeover of the Vegas takeover.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
We'll come in fly. We'll as we all walk. We'll walk in as one unit, and then all in the background you'll just hear do 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 do.
Or walk
um,
into some Buddy Holly music.
right. And but shout out to Lisa Trevino de Persao, John Jimenez. That's Chris Calderon's dad. Actually, he's tuning in from the Dallas area.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
we got we got oh snap, we got Abel on here.
Abel
Yes.
Luna.
Able.
What's
Guys,
up,
Abel.
brother?
He just played with Entrego in Midland, I believe.
Yeah, last weekend.
So shout out to our boy Abel. I think Abel has played in. I think he's helped out just about every Lubbock musician and band at least once.
Yeah, he helped us out for a while también. So props and much respect to him. He's a phenomenal musician, man, and there's I can't say anything bad about him. He's just he's a go-to guy, man. Obviously, with Grupo Entrego, picking him up for a fill-in gig or whatever the case was on that, but he's ready to go and ready to do it, man. And he's a great person, a great musician, man. So saludos and respect to Abel Luna.
Man, and that's the one thing that I love about a lot of the West Texas musicians where, we all try to be there for each other. We all try to, include each other. And now I'm not gonna say everybody's like that in the West Texas area, right?
Well,
And I get it. It'd be a lot easier for a lot of us to collaborate with the people that are more known that are outside of West Texas, right?
yeah. I mean, uh,
And it's not a bad thing. It's not. I definitely, I'm gonna be collaborating with Jesse Villarreal, and he's from Florida. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm in that boat right now. But I will say that sometimes, even though we're so much closer to each other physically, it feels like it's kind of hard to get everyone in the studio.
well, it's we've never had that issue. Um, we try to schedule everything around uh, the family-based Superado because I know all my guys have families. Obviously, PJ has little ones. I don't have that. I don't want to say problem because it's not a problem. Raising your kids is one thing, and it's always been a priority on my side because it just always has. I put my music aside while my kids were getting raised, and once they got to a certain age, well, then we get back on. But it's just to me, it's just you got to do it. It's not a and I'm glad that these guys make the time and the effort. And what I was saying is, I try to schedule around these guys because I know they have things they want to do as far as vacations and going out of town and doing kid stuff with their kids and their wives and stuff. And so whenever we get together to do a recording, I send a message out to Roland, and then we schedule a date, and I send that date to the guys, and it's either a yay or nay. We haven't had the issue, so we're pretty lucky on that end. So or I'm
Man,
pretty
I mean,
lucky on that end. So.
speaking of Atrevido, am I wrong? Was Adam in Atrevido?
Uh-huh.
Yes, he was
I
the accordion head of poncho of the band. So
I was gonna say I was pretty sure Adam was there. you know, um, later on, and this is a funny story. Um, my mom, she knows his wife very well. They worked together at one point,
Uh-huh.
right? And I had no idea that that was the same Adam from the group. And so my mom was like, "Yeah, I think her husband plays in a band or something like that." And I was like, "Oh, huh." That's cool. So she pulls out the CD and it's Atrevido. And I'm like, Mom, that's her husband. That's
Yeah.
Tina's husband. Um, so we're gonna give a couple more shout outs to some people, some more people that have jumped on, that are, I'm guessing, really excited to see you guys. We got Tony and Norma Castro. Of course, we have Lisa Trevino. I don't know if I got to shout out to her. Joe Leal. Shout out to him. Uh, Let's see who else we got on here that we might have missed. Oh, Anthony de la Garza's on.
Anthony,
Um,
saludos, Anthony.
I saw, who was it? There's someone, Vinny.
Vinny
Vinny's on
Trevino.
here right now. Grupo Incepcion, I think.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. And I know Vinny helps out a couple other bands as well. Um, hey, y'all know Grupo Superado's on right now commenting?
That's me. Yeah. I'm being I'm trying to multitask. It's not happening very well. Oh, we got
We
Joe
got,
Trevino on too. Joe Trevino, he's a good friend of ours as well. The Joe Trevino band,
hey,
country, and
I
some
was
Spanish. So yeah, saludos to him.
I saw him post. I saw him post something. I don't know if it was him or someone from his group that posted something for sale, and it was like tagged the Joe Trevino band, and I was like, "Dang, I need to give me some of that merch or some of that stuff."
Right?
um, Shout out to Roman and Vicky. We're gonna have
Yeah.
Salome on here. I'm gonna post that later on. I can't remember where on the schedule he is, but we're excited to have him. And I'm just so glad to see, like, again, it's just like all these West Texas bands. Last night I was on the Puro Pedo talk show,
Yeah.
and it was a blast. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to name off all the West Texas groups, and I was like, oh man, I know I'm forgetting somebody because there's like so many of us,
Oh yeah.
right? And so um what's sad for me is I'm trying to remember all the West Texas bands, and it took Bobby G commenting me for me to remember Bobby G and the Galaxy Band. Can you believe that?
Man.
I was like,
Oh,
no, they've literally been around. Like, Sam, why?
you got Grupo
But
Cisne,
in
uh,
Peligro, I literally just played
Peligro.
with them. I forgot to mention them, I think, but I did
Yeah.
wrap around and I think I mentioned them after. But I mentioned, a lot of groups, and I was just like, man, I was just like, I know I'm forgetting people. So for anyone that was tuning into the Puro Pedo talk show last night and I didn't get to mention you in that moment, I still love you and I still support you. I swear I'll still share your stuff.
Um,
Um, we got Keith on right
yeah.
now.
Saludos to Keith
Um,
Leal.
Houston Tejano hits, and
Mhm.
also I got interviewed on the other one. What was it? Keith has two
Um,
shows.
yeah, I think we've just done the man. I went blank. My bad.
I was trying to find
We've been
the
on
what's
that.
the
We've been on the
Jeopardy
show with
Jeopardy
Keith.
song.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Keith was
Who
one
else?
of our first shows, so it's been a while, but we reached out to him not too long ago, and we'll be probably going on his show again pretty soon. So
Awesome.
so saludos to Keith, man. He's a great guy out of Houston, man. Like you said, Houston Tejano hits, and um,
Tejano Time podcast.
yeah, there you go, there you go.
There we
Tejano
go.
time.
We got Chino on. I just got to hang out with Chino and them last night. That we were just talking about the Puro Pedo talk show. Um, You know, that's the one thing I love is that when there's a podcast that they don't mind if you mention if you have a podcast as well, and vice versa. Like I don't mind mentioning that there's other podcasts out there. You know, it's again, there's room for all of us, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, and same thing with music. I mean, I think that it's going to be great. Um, oh, he's ready to play Grupo Superado this weekend. Wow,
So
man.
Borao,
So,
Borao, yeah.
how did Superado come to be?
Well, a couple of years ago, well, maybe pushing 3 years now, we were in a band called Grupo X, and a couple of the guys in that band, long story short, we had a little falling out or whatever you want to call it. Um, so these guys decided they wanted to retire, and again, I'm not going to name any names or anything, but um, so it left me with the choice to either hang the gloves up or find some new guys and do my own thing. And about that time was when my dad passed away, so I was going through a hard time already anyway. But I went ahead and made the choice to go ahead and keep going and find new guys. And in the process, we went through a few guys, but now I'm fortunate to say we've had the same guys for a little over 2 years now, right, PJ? Something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed. I'm honored to have these guys because these guys have great work ethic, man. I mean, they're awesome musicians, and but what's even better than that is their work ethic, man. They want to practice. They like to practice. We go over set lists and make sure everything is squared off, and not every band has that luxury, um, which Superado has. So anyway, so we formed a band, which was about 2 3 years ago, and we started putting music out. And the first song we put out was Cenizas, and we put that song out under Grupo X. But then I started getting a lot of feedback from my family. They were trying to find it, and they didn't find it. So when I went to research, there was about 15 bands called Grupo X. So I was
Oh,
like, man, we got to do something. So I made the choice to cut that band out and find a new name. We found Superados. It's actually with an S. Superado means to overcome, and but we went ahead and changed it to the Z just for little marketing purposes or whatever, and it's a little more eye catchy. So that's where the name and the band came from. So I've been blessed again, and I'm very fortunate to have guys I have. So I couldn't ask for anything better.
so PJ, how did you end up? Um, I mean, were you kind of in that beginning process, or did you come later on?
I came on later on. Jody Setna, who actually was the Bajo player for Atrevido, he joined in before I did. So uh, out of nowhere, he was just asking me if I was interested in playing bass. I said, yeah, but it's been a long, long time I haven't touched a bass. Uh, since when John had told Jody to audition, and it was like me and then a few other guys, and I guess some of the guys didn't show up or what, but he told me if I wanted it, it's mine. I said, I'll take it. So that's when I joined with them. So
And how long ago was that?
oh, it was like last year or so, like
Maybe two
Jul-
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So I can't give
But
you a certain month, but it was that
yeah.
long. So
And you
Let
didn't
me.
get an anniversary cake.
yeah,
He got a hug.
yeah.
Shout out to Gary from Puro Pedo Talk Show as well. Joanne Pena, of
What's up,
course.
Jerry?
All the Pena crews. We always love
Pena,
all.
yeah.
We love all
Saludos.
the Pena groups. You know, all of them, every single one.
Yep.
And the reason why, because I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I've listened to all the musicians in the Pena families for
Hmm.
years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
We
with that being said, there's so we of course learned a little bit about you, John Gabriel. When did you figure out that you could sing, and when did you start playing your first instrument? What was it?
I was actually 5 years old when I started playing bass with my grandpa in church. He's the actual first one that showed me the basics on bass, and then from there, I my dad was a musician too, and he played bajo sexto, and I would play with him in one of our bedrooms with his friends. They would come over and you know have a few drinks or whatnot and play music where they needed a bass player. So I learned to play bass. I mean, I played bass for them, and then I learned how to play bajo just watching his fingers. So one day I picked it up, and then of course I learned guitar and keyboards and drums. And I'm not saying I'm a master of any of them, but if I had to play a gig, I could play a gig on the instruments. But um, singing, um, I've always sang. I've never thought I was a great singer, but I knew I could do harmonies and stuff, and I would try to get a position in Peligro back in the '90s, but they were already set with their vocals, so
Right.
it didn't come till after one of the guys left the band, and they were like, "Hey, you want to do seconds for us?" I was like, "Yeah." So from there, it just took off, and then with Ekis, uh, I started doing more frontman stuff, and then well, of course now with Superado, it's all frontman stuff. So, but again, man, I'm not saying I'm a great singer, but it gets the job done. So.
and you, PJ, I mean, do you just play the bass, or is there other instruments you play too? Do you sing?
No, the singing part, no. But um, I was little. I started off playing drums. Um, I was like 3. I was getting all the pots and pans and making my mom mad. Uh, from there, I actually learned how to play bass by my grandpa. Uh, on Fridays, he had a little church deal that goes on, and I helped him out on church. From there, I started playing drums for Los Reyes. From there, for like I would say about 3, 4 years, and everybody went their own ways, and I joined in with Atrevido from there for playing congas. My baby brother played drums for them. From there, everybody went their own ways again, and I just took a little break for a while and then jumped in with Mr. John right here in Superado guy.
And Sir
So,
John, mira so formal. Give him a raise. Give him a raise. Nah, give him a raise.
Yeah,
So real quick, guys, I do have your music video. So is the song that I used for the promos, of course, was Me Gusta, right?
yeah,
So I think that was the first song that I probably heard of you guys, like of your stuff. I know y'all have a lot more music out there, but I want to go ahead and put. Is that the first music video y'all have ever like put out as a
yeah.
group?
That's the first and the only one we've done so far. So,
Hey, you're
but
further than me. I
yeah,
don't even have one.
but here,
So, real quick, we're going to take a little quick break. We're going to get put on a message from my sponsor, and then or from one of the sponsors, and then we are going to, and then we're gonna go ahead and play Me Gusta. So before we do that, real quick, give me a quick bio. Who wrote it and who produced it?
I actually wrote and produced the song. I formatted the song, wrote it, and then me and my son Fabian, the drummer, we got in the music room and laid it down, and then of course we took it to the studio. This was before PJ. Well, yeah, it was right before
yeah.
PJ and Jody came in. So I had to. We wrote it, laid it down, and then I had to do the bajo parts and the bass parts on that song, so we could keep rolling. But yeah, so in a nutshell, I wrote it and produced it. So yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
and
All right,
the
guys.
and the
So
Zeke Escobar, which is our other associate in the Fifth Entertainment, he he changed a couple of words here and there. So we give credit. I gave credit to him on the copyrights and everything. So it's a co-written song. I mean I wrote it, but he changed a few words, so I gave him the credit on that as well. So
amazing, man. That's pretty cool. So everybody, I have a little task for everyone that's watching right now. I see that we got 19 people total. Do me a favor, because this is something I want to start doing on all the shows. While we're playing this song, comment, tell us what you think about it. Um, share it, share the live right now so we can get more people on here, because at the end of the show we're going to play their most recent song that they've released, and we'll go more into more detail on that. But for now, here's a message from one of our sponsors, and Me Gusta by Grupo Zuperado. Looking to plan an event? Look no further than Salazar Promotions and Sound Rental, a full-service event planning company offering DJ services and Code Spark rentals, fun with robots and big heads, hype man services and party bus rentals, LED screen rentals, event decorating services, and your choice of 3 venues. And now offering professional photography, choreography, and sound rental. Need a band for your event? Let us book for you. We have norteño bands such as Eddie Moreno, Los Brillantes de Chihuahua, y La Terminal Norteña, and many more. And now providing you with Tejano and Conjunto bands such as Mi Tequila, Los Pibes, Sammy Torres in the New Image, Conjunto 87, and Rick Molina y Estilo Suave.
Yeah!
Salazar Sound Rental and Promotions, where the party never ends and the deals never stop. Package deals available at 432-209-1797.
Me gustan tus ojitos, me gusta hasta tu piel, me gusta tu mirada, me hace enloquecer. Me gusta tu presencia, me gusta tu calor, me gusta cómo pegas derechito al corazón. Me gusta tu cariño, me gusta tu sonrisa, me gusta mucho más, que siempre serás mía. Me gustas de verdad, me gustas todo, sí, me gustas toda, toda, y yo quiero más de ti. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta de ti. Si tú no estás conmigo, yo no podré vivir. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta tu amor. Tan pronto que te acercas, me lleno de emoción. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta cómo estás. No te amo poquito, te amo mucho más. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta todo el tiempo. No más dame tantito y todo te lo cuento. Sabes que me gustas. Me gustan tus ojitos, me gusta hasta tu piel, me gusta tu mirada, me hace enloquecer. Me gusta tu presencia, me gusta tu calor, me gusta cómo pegas derechito al corazón. Me gusta tu cariño, me gusta tu sonrisa, me gusta mucho más, que siempre serás mía. Me gustas de verdad, me gustas todo, sí, me gustas toda, toda, y yo quiero más de ti. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta de ti. Si tú no estás conmigo, yo no podré vivir. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta tu amor. Tan pronto que te acercas, me lleno de emoción. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta cómo estás. No te amo poquito, te amo mucho más. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta todo el tiempo. No más dame tantito y todo te lo cuento.
All right, mi gente. So I'm going to go ahead and bring these gentlemen right back on so we can talk a little bit more about the show and everything that this just went into this music video. Guys, wow. So was that all of your families and friends, and why wasn't I invited? No.
It was that couple that was dancing at the very end. They're really friends of ours, and They
Oh,
offer. I was talking to them about making a video. They offered their home to us, so that was actually their house, and a bunch of their friends and some of our friends uh,
wow.
went to make that party, man. And yeah, sorry about the non-inviting.
I'm just messing with you. It's okay. I have a kid. I never go out anyways. But I find ways. No.
Right?
But oh, shout out to Arnold Valdez as well. He's on here right now.
Oh
Um,
yeah, saludo.
so we have friends that let y'all go over there and do that music video. Something that really got to me that I saw the other day was a bunch of cute little kids wearing those shirts. Whose kids were those?
Those are three of those are Fabian's, which is my drummer, our drummer. Fabian's my oldest son. He those three of them were his, and then the other one is my other son's daughter. So they're all grandkids. They're all my grandkids.
Oh, shout out to DJ Ray joining us right now.
Yeah.
DJ Ray's supposed to be spinning in Vegas on the 10th and the 11th. So
Oh wow.
if you're in Vegas and you're watching right now, go check him out. If you're watching and you're in Vegas, um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hating on y'all right now, but but
Yeah.
hey, I'm still happy you're tuning in. We're honored, right?
Oh
um,
yeah.
for coming to Lubbock, Texas, even for via video with us. But yeah, shout out to DJ Ray.
Shout out DJ Ray.
New dear,
Saludos.
he's from the. Oh, I didn't even know that. He's the main DJ at the New Beer Depot in San Antonio.
Awesome.
Book us, book us all.
Right. Tell them to hook us up.
Let's see. So okay, so we kind of went into that music video a little bit. We talked about Musa earlier, um, and a little bit about the band. So tell me a little bit more about some of the other band members. Like, how did you find them? Are some relatives? Tell me a little bit more about those guys and names.
Well, of course, our drummer is Fabian Martinez, and of course, I got him in the music, the Tejano industry side when he was about 13. He's an actual rocker. He was playing in a metal band and a rock band, hard rock. And then I asked him if he wanted to move over and try it, and he said, "Yeah, sure." And it worked out for us. Of course, then we have Danny Marin has always been with us since Grupo X, since the '90s. So he's always been a part of the band. So why break something that's or why fix something that's not broken? So we brought him over to Superado. Of course, I put out messages on Facebook. We were looking for a bajo player and a bass player, and I've always kept in touch with Jody. So Jody reached out to me and wanted to come and try out, and of course he got the spot, and then of course PJ as well came in after because Jody's like, "Hey, I got a buddy of mine that plays bass. You want me to have him come and try?" I was like, "Yeah, shoot." And and these guys are really good musicians, and they're really impressive. And what really impressed me about PJ was he knew he was coming to audition, and instead of learning cover songs, he learned all our songs, which was cool. That says a lot to me. That says a lot about somebody that wants to learn the original music before the cover tunes. And so I was really impressed with that, and that pretty much sealed the deal on that deal. But and again, we had a few guys try out, and I'm not taking any credit from anybody. Everybody's badass musicians. It's just the ones that were going to be able to commit for a long term deal, and it was Jody and PJ, and I've got one of my good friends. I'm pretty sure you know him, James Lincoln too.
Mhm.
He'll be filling in every once in a while as well, because he was like one of our first Bajo players, and nothing against nobody, but he's always been like a little brother to me. So he's always gonna have his a foot in the door, And I'm not trying to offend anybody or make anybody mad, but we've always had that little bond, little big brother, little brother type bond. So saludos to James Lincoln. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I hope not, because if he is, ahorita sale con sus mamadas. So,
No, don't worry about that. Here on this show, we don't offend people, and we're just all happy. And if you're not
yeah,
happy, go away. No.
go get happy. Go get happy somewhere.
Go read some books. Shout out to Jarvis Perez from San Angelo. Um,
Jarvis.
of course, okay. So we have our band. We're permanent, right? We already know that everyone is, of course, talented. We know who's got their foot in the door, of course. Who's got their foot in their mouth, and out of the whole band, who's the one that is the froggiest?
We don't really have.
Uh,
Right,
I
PJ,
don't.
everybody's
I don't
chill.
think everybody's chill.
We
Everybody's
don't.
Oh,
really
come
chill.
on,
We don't.
guys.
We never have any issues. We never have any arguments. We never have nothing. It's just we get to practice. We go to work, and these guys work, and um, it's there's never been any drama or tension or nothing. So I'm like again, I'm just blessed to have these guys, and because I've been in bands where it's been pretty difficult, keeping your mouth closed and just going with the flow. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure you've been down that road, Sammy.
Me
But
never.
but PJ can back me up, man. We've never had any issues. So I mean, everything's just chill. Like you think we would act like brothers and argue and fight and whatnot, but no, not really.
I mean,
So
it's really.
there's kind of a sense of professionalism within the group itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all don't have who's the okay, wait. Who's the funniest? You can't tell me y'all don't laugh. I know
I sometimes I come up with stupid stuff, man.
it.
At
I
practice.
would say John and Jody. They always makes the whole band laugh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
Danny's
and
the quietest one.
Yeah, Danny don't say nothing. He's real quiet.
Quiet.
oh, we got Eric. We got Eric on the show right now.
Eric, what's up, Eric?
Hey, y'all better not be lying to me about
And
not
Fama.
joking around too much because people call you out. We got all the Lubbock musicians
I
watching
know.
right.
We
He's
got
like, you can't hide nothing.
we got
So
Fama on, huh? Fama, Mr. Fama, Eric.
I'm telling you, I mean, man, we really do have so many talented musicians. They've all played with, really cool groups. I like to ask a lot of these questions that don't usually get asked on other shows. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on stage? And don't tell me you've never had it.
I forgot the words to a song one time,
Which
and
song? It was an
and
easy one.
I don't remember what song it was, but I was like, I was digging, boy, deep, digging deep, and the music was going. I was like, man, I don't remember the words. I had to go ask. That's when we had Philip in the band. He played sax with us, and I went and asked him, and he's like, I don't know, dude. I was like, okay. So here we go. We just start making stuff up, and that's been a long time ago, but that was pretty embarrassing. It's just
And there's always going to be something. What about you, PJ? I mean, was there ever anything that happened to you that was really, really embarrassing?
Wrong key.
Wrong
in
key.
San Yeah, when we play the in San Antonio, and I was having problems with one of the amps, and they just started playing. And I looked at John, and John was like, looked at me. It was like, and I was like, oh crap! Sorry, I got right back on the same key
No.
as everybody, but it worked out. So that was the first thing.
yeah.
So
That's what, that's fair. And what do you guys use? Do y'all usually try to collaborate what you're gonna wear on stage or anything of that sort? Or do you have a certain do you have more of a laid back look? Tell me a little bit more about that.
It's more of a laid back type. My go to color is black. So I like black. I know these guys hate it during Jamaica season because it's 1,000 degrees outside. But
Usually.
I've always liked black, so we usually go with jeans and a black shirt. And of course, Danny and Fabian are more rockers, so they do a black T-shirt or a rock shirt or whatever. As long as it's black, we're not like really strict. It just I just want to be kind of the same color code. You know what I mean? Like,
Just at least somewhat matching, but nothing too
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Not me. I'm like, we're the right color. No, I like to change it up with colors.
You
But
guys got to wear
as
pink.
a female, yeah, we've worn pink.
I've seen it.
As a female, it's kind of like, um, I mean, we do so many. We never want to wear the same thing twice. It's always noticeable on a woman whenever she wears the same outfit more than once on
Hmm.
stage, and so, certain outfits accent certain features. So,
Well,
but shout out to Junior Rojas on here. I don't know when he's gonna cook us some food. For Superado and Sammy Torres in the new image.
cool.
He's a chef. If in case you didn't know, he's not just a musician; he's a chef. And of course, Vinny, no me digas,
Yeah,
falling backwards out of the chair on stage.
golly.
Gotcha, that's rough.
Pinche
Oh,
Manny.
shout out to Frank Salazar Jr. He's on right now.
What's up, Frank?
I mean, man, it's so cool to see that, our little West Texas show right now is getting all this attention. So again, to everybody, I just want to thank everyone for who's tuning
Yeah.
in right now. Um, okay, embarrassing moments. We know who the jokesters are, so we know who to look out for. Um, the question here, John, is: do your shoes match your dad jokes? Do you have New Balances?
I do.
I knew
I
it.
do,
They're white up.
but they're silver and red, and they're not just plain New Balance. They're
Oh,
they're
okay. So we're flavored a little
it's
bit.
different. Yeah.
We got a little flavor.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when did when did you really like figure out when did y'all really figure out who I was?
Sammy Torres. I want to say, well, it's been a few years because I'd heard. Man, honestly, I don't remember. I just remember hearing your name and somebody saying about a female singer in the area, and about that time is when I guess we became like Facebook friends, and I couldn't give you an exact date, but all I knew was that you could sing, so I wanted to check that out, because we didn't have very many female singers in the area, and
It's true.
so yeah, so I mean, there's only a handful anyways. There's yourself and La Reina, and of course
Don't forget
Olga.
about Agnes Torres.
You
She
got,
doesn't
yeah,
she's not active anymore. But I mean, you
is she
gotta
still
remember Agnes.
Agnes Torres, and I mean all the old schoolers, man. Stuff that we grew up on back in the day, you know. But I'm not sure who else from the Lubbock area as far as the big timers, and I call them big timers because they're all moved to San Antonio and live in the bigger cities. But
I want to say that when it comes to people that are, like in our side of the industry, right, conjunto tejano kind of stuff.
mhm.
Um, I want to say that the only ones I knew of, and like from Lubbock per se, was the Hometown Boys,
Yeah,
and Peligro they started out with a bang. Atrevido was getting up there.
oh yeah,
I mean, I can say I remember Atrevido. Um, I know that the Peñas weren't from from Lubbock, but Dimmitt close enough,
yeah,
and I
oh
knew
yeah,
of them. They
yeah,
played here in Lubbock a lot. Um, and of course, the for my namesake, shout out to all the members and former members of Rudy Tootie and the Heavy Duties, because Rudy kind of became a mentor to me. I don't know if
yeah.
you got to ever share a stage with him, but I mean,
We
He had a great voice.
oh yeah.
Before we still got a few minutes left before we gotta end the show, but of course, I want to know more about where y'all gonna be playing next, um, and also tell me a little bit about the history of the new song.
Well, we have a few Jamaicas coming up. The next one is in Rawls, Texas, July the 19th, and then July 27th will be in La Misa with Grupo Cisne, and then we have a couple in August and a couple in September, and I believe Crosbyton in October. So we'll be busy with Jamaicas. And as far as the new song, we just released that about a month or two ago, and it's been doing really, really well. Of course, it hit number one on the West Texas Tejano um,
I was just about to say
explosion.
that. Congratulations! Uh, it literally hit on the chart that I finally fell off of.
Yeah, man, and you had been on there for a while, so that's a
Ooh,
that's a
16
that's a great
weeks.
great
Blessed.
accomplishment. Yeah,
But I mean, number one on the West Texas charts. So and I know that y'all won an award or so or more in your time since y'all started. Um, how long has Superado been established as a grupo, like the name in general? And what awards have we been nominated for and that you've actually won or taken
we
home?
well we started about 2.5 3 years ago with the name change, and since then uh, we got an award at the West Texas Lifetime Music Awards at the oh man, my mind went blank. That venue,
Prima
the
Vista.
venue, the venue on 179,
Prima
Prima Vista, and
Vista.
but we had gotten nominated for one of the Conjuntos awards in San Antonio this last year for upcoming band or something, and we didn't make top five, but man, just to get nominated was an honor. And to win that little award, the little trophy from the West Texas Tejano,
You're looking at it. You
the
have it by
lifetime.
you?
Yeah, I have it right there. I don't remember what it is,
Show
but
it. Show it. Show it.
it's best social group.
There we that see, and that's I mean, what are the feelings on that? Like us finally having a West Texas award show here on this side of the tracks.
Uh huh.
Is
You
that
what?
kind of I mean, what how do y'all feel about that? Do you think it's had a great start or I mean, where are there anything is there anything that you would think
You
or
know,
that you'd like to change about the award show?
I think it was a great show. Um, I hope it keeps continuing on because I know for us, I mean, for some of us, it's sometimes it gets challenging having to travel out of town and stuff. But to have something like that here in your backyard it's actually it's a nice little blessing, to have, and then you get to see everybody in the area and jam out in front of your friends. You know what I mean? And you in front of your peers and I know my guys were excited when I talked to them about it. So uh,
It's fun. I mean, it is fun. I think that I mean, there's just so many musicians that have been in the industry and accomplished so many things that, you know, I, I think it's going to take at least 12 awards to cover everyone that deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award because there
oh
are
yeah.
so many that do,
Mhm.
and I had the honor of having one play at the uh, at the Independence Day bash at Buffalo Springs. I had Danny Boy Rodriguez
Yeah,
on the kit. I had Chris Calderon, of course, on the playing the bass on the keys and making it sound so authentic that people always wonder where the bass player is.
yeah,
I
yeah,
had Pete Torres, Damian Payan, Jimmy Jimmy Solis has
oh
been
yeah.
around for whew, quite some time, and you yourself, you have a great band behind you, of faithful guys, and that's definitely um, that's definitely exciting to know that we're starting to make strides on our own. Now we can say we have a podcast that's mostly dedicated to West Texas.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's always a
and
plus.
and what I love about you guys that I got to tell y'all something about Superado. These guys do not try to tear anybody down. I've never seen them try to harness another West Texas band or group in any way. And so, that I hold near and dear to my heart because I'm that way. I don't want anyone to fail. Um, and of course, don't be wrong. I mean, I know that sometimes there's grupos or artists that, you know, it's not to say we're going to get along with everybody, but, you know, I'm going to love people more than they might not love me eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's how we got to be. That's, because even if there's issues with somebody and we don't know for sure if they're trying to hurt us in any way, if they need to make it, that's still step forward. I mean, right now, say she's not from West Texas, but Jennifer Pena, she's a female Tejano artist, right?
hmm
Just recently got featured on a little spot on Rolling Stones.
wow.
To me, um, I don't care what song someone puts out, who they are, what their history is. That right there is an accomplishment for all of us as female artists.
Yeah,
I mean, it's and for Tejano artists in general, and because it's just so rare that you see that happen, that we're featured on a magazine like that.
yeah,
And speaking of another legend here in West Texas, Jeremy Ramos,
yeah.
man,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Jeremy's
on right now.
Jeremy's a bad dude, man. He's
Bad Mama
always
Jam, right?
I always laugh because he puts that comment when legend of Lubbock. He's always calling me that. I'm like, no, dude. I just try to keep up with everybody else, man. But Jeremy really is. He's a great guy, man. I've known him for a long time. We've jammed out together, and um, he's a he's a phenomenal drummer, man, and bajo player, accordion player. He's the whole works, man. And I could talk highly about them all a lot, but I'd be on the rest of the show talking about Jeremy. So
Hey, you ain't got to tell me. Jeremy, Jeremy actually, he's the drummer on on my new single that I'm going to be releasing, Dame tu calor. He
cool.
he did the drums on that one, and man, I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you. There was a point when there were, I was thinking about cutting the intro a little shorter to the
Yeah,
song, or that Chris and we talked about it, and Jeremy jumped on that kid, and it made it worth it being that long, because it's like now it was that missing puzzle piece in that single. And so, I mean, I'm telling you, there's so many musicians here in West Texas. So, of course, I'm always so happy to talk about our people, and especially Superado. Superado coming on and being a part of that group, and um, being one of those groups that's trying to put West Texas and Lubbock on the map. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So real quick, guys, let me go ahead. I want to share a couple of things with everybody before we go, because we got a couple of items to show. Where are they? All right. Okay, so guys, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and leave us on the screen for a second. So these are upcoming shows for anyone that can see me a little bit. I know that photo's hella catfished, but it looks like, so the next person we have coming up is going to be Mario Martinez with from Fuerza Imparable. After that, we got Los Hermanos Peña. We got me interviewing members of my own band, Scary. Rick Molina y Estilo Suave is going to be coming up. Tweet Juarez from Angelica y Moneda, Grupo
yeah,
Antiguo, La Reina, Jay Sterling, Salome Lopez, and La Anarquía. So, and those are just some of the groups that I'm planning on bringing to y'all. For if you're a West Texas musician or West Texas band and you want to be on the show, I'm going to start scheduling interviews again in November. Or if you want to come back on this show, John Gabriel,
Yeah.
um, let me know in November because I have a feeling it's going to stack up pretty quick. Uh, and of course, I was so happy to have you guys on here. It's always a blast. Shout out to the heart and soul of West Texas, Demas,
Oh yeah.
DJ Big D Garcia. Guys, Demas is another blessing here in West Texas for not just our West Texas artists, but for me personally, he's become one of my best friends. He's also the one that planted this little seed of the show into my head. This is why we have a Capturada West Texas
That's awesome.
podcast. And more than that, Demas is going through some medical things. So if
Hmm.
anybody is watching, take some time, go to his profile, and go look at all of the ways that you can help Demas through his medical journey.
Yeah.
Um, we all love him here. I don't think there's one artist or grupo that can't say that they don't love Demas. And if they do, I'll find them. Um, he
Yeah.
knows. But yeah, so guys, please go and look for ways that you can help out with Demas and his financials in regard to his medical issues. Um, on that note, guys, I'm gonna give you each the floor for a minute, just by yourselves. Um, don't be shy. It's just a podcast. And you know, feel free to give out your shout outs, thank whoever you want to thank for supporting you, etc. We're gonna start it out with you, John Gabriel, and then we'll move on to PJ.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank all. First of all, I want to thank God for giving us the talent that He did. That He did for us to be able to do this, and I want to thank uh, the DJs as yourself, the podcasters, the radio stations, because without you guys, our music would not be heard. And and then I want to thank the fans too, because they're the ones that give us the drive to keep going and to inspire us to write music and keep the name going and put music out. Um, Shout out to my wife Stephanie, who watches some of these podcasts, some of these interviews, and she's always been real supportive since day one. And I just want to give her credit because without her, this would be it would be a different road. It really would. And without my kids' support as well too. But and then I want to thank my guys, Fabian, Danny, Jody, and PJ for always being there for me because every now and then I'll get down or whatever, and we'll call a practice just to kind of get the spirits back up. And these guys never say no. They're always willing to go, and I love their work ethic, and they're really good guys, man. And that's why I treat them as well as I do because I know they have families too, and so they treat me as well as I do them, which makes the whole chemistry work. Again, I want to thank everybody that was on the feed on your show, Capturada. We wish you nothing but the best and all the luck. You have a great fan base, and all the kind comments that were popping up on here, man. It's kind of hard to read them all at the same time, as we're trying to do the interview, but we will always go back and review and answer, or I will on Superado's page and answer comments, and so don't feel like we're leaving you out. I'll always go back and like or heart whatever comments and reply to some of the comments, but just know that we're on all the platforms, and we appreciate y'all's support, and thank you guys for making No Te Voy a Esperar number one on the West Texas Tejano explosion. No, West Texas Tejano, right? Anyway, um, we want to thank you guys, and again, just keep requesting our music and keep supporting us. We're not. I tell everybody this: we're on God's timing, and we're gonna go down the road that God paves for us, whether that's being big time stardom or whatever. We'll go down that road, and if it leads us to playing venues here in Lubbock and Jamaica seasons and stuff, that's just as awesome. We're gonna take what God blesses us with. So with that being said, I'll let PJ um, finish off and.
All right, guys. John Gabriel, I'm gonna bring y'all right back here in a sec after PJ's done talking, so
Okay.
that y'all can kind of tell people how they can get in contact to book Superado and for interviews. Again, real quick before I do that, shout out to Jenny Canales in the house. Um,
Jamie.
Norma, thank you so much for always sharing everybody's lives. And of course, shout out to Chris for tuning in as well. Uh, Chris Calderon, that aka the new image. That is the new image. um, and of course, next up, I'm gonna go ahead and bring PJ on. PJ, the stage is yours. Go ahead and send some shout outs and thank yous and all the goodies.
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there requesting our music. Also, the DJs broadcast out there. Even for you for letting us be on your show. Thank you very much. Thank you to my wife, who always being supportive with me and the band. Also, my kids and also my family out there, including my ex band members. Appreciate it for allowing me being their part of the band before it, and including I want to say thank you to John for letting me be a part of the big group here, Superado, and thank you very much. And hopefully we'll see y'all in San Antonio, wherever. We're ready. Just let us know. We'll drive there. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Hey, we switched.
There you
We
go.
swapped around. All right, guys. So, everybody, I'm so excited. I'm always happy to have West Texas groups on here, but of course, this one I hold near and dear because they are from Lubbock, um, and we have so much talent here. So, John Gabriel, real quick, if you can tell everybody, if you can tell us your booking number and tell everybody how to get in contact with you in order to book with y'all, take it away.
You can reach us on media platforms. You can message me on Messenger on Grupo Superado's Messenger, John Gabriel Martinez Messenger, or you can message us on TikTok. And you can also call us at 806-438-6574. That's my direct phone number. I will always answer. If I don't, text me or leave a voice message and I'll get back. But you guys, I wanted to say this real quick. Today we hit our 1,000th follower on TikTok. So you guys keep following us and share on TikTok to help us get to the next level. And again on Facebook too, man. We appreciate all y'all support. And don't forget we have merch too. So if you guys need any merch, let us know. Reach out to one of us and we'll get back with you and we'll get that set up for you. But we want to thank you too, Sammy Torres, for letting us be on your show, Capturada. We're the ones that are truly blessed and honored. So thank you for thinking of us and letting us be a part of this show. That's going to be a tremendous hit. So I have no doubt in that. So thank you again.
Well, thank you guys again. Everyone, before we take off today, I am so excited to bring y'all Superado's newest hit. Um, and again, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you aren't following Superado, go follow them right after the show. If you haven't heard the new song, stay on, listen to the new song, and y'all keep calling in your requests for all of our West Texas people. Whether it be on West Texas Down Explosion, one of my partners, the Hano 806, or any of the other radio stations, um, go out there, follow them, push them, share their stuff, because we're out here, we're all working hard, we're all trying to build, and I think with if we keep being united, if we keep with our being united with each other as we go on with this, um,
Mhm.
eventually we'll have our own West Texas Tejano cruise.
Yeah. Mhm.
I won't be on it. I'm scared
Yeah.
of the water, but I'll support it.
Be
So
shark
everyone,
themed.
thank you so much for tuning in. John Gabriel, I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce this next song. And again, thank you everyone for tuning in to Capturada. We love you. God bless.
Thank you
John
guys, and
Gabriel,
this
take it away.
is the new single we just recently released. It's called No Te Voy a Esperar.
Desde el principio hay algo entre los dos. Así como amigos hablamos, reímos, era una ilusión. Besos y abrazos compartimos tú y yo. Así más que amigos amamos, peleamos, prendí una elección. Es que cosas pasan y yo no sé por qué. Todo era perfecto, pero no quieres dejarlo a él. Yo no te voy a esperar, solo quiero que te vaya bien. Te dejo tus besos, también tus promesas, mejor te quedas con él. Yo no te voy a esperar, yo no te guardo ningún rencor. Regreso a tu vida, regreso a tu alma, regresa a mi corazón. Yo no te voy a esperar. Es que cosas pasan y yo no sé por qué. Todo era perfecto, pero no quieres dejarlo a él. Yo no te voy a esperar, solo quiero que te vaya bien. Te dejo tus besos, también tus promesas, mejor te quedas con él. Yo no te voy a esperar, yo no te guardo ningún rencor. Regreso a tu vida, regreso a tu alma, regresa a mi corazón. Es que cosas pasan y yo no sé por qué. Todo era perfecto, pero no quieres dejarlo a él. Yo no te voy a esperar, yo no te voy a esperar, yo no te voy a esperar.